Okay.
For example, my house is 100% on a VPN router. For that reason, I don't even have to worry about anything VPN wise because the VPN router is taking care of that. I don't think it's necessary to use a VPN on cell data. You can hide stuff from the carrier, but most things are TLS nowadays. So I'm not sure it's as essential to prevent tracking on cell data. Even though I might turn on the VPN because I have a Brax router everywhere I go. I mean, my VPN router, that's just the brand name. I don't think about it anymore, but I don't necessarily recommend that you worry about the VPN if you don't want to when you're not at home.
So in other words, the reason to get a VPN router is that it's just easier. You've got one device, all your devices at home are getting their traffic routed through that VPN. You have your own VPN solution, but I mean, otherwise like Proton VPN would be an example, right?
So and you can use any VPN router. I mean, there are companies that sell VPN routers. Mine was just a inexpensive VPN router because most VPN routers are more expensive. The problem is I based my router on a Raspberry Pi, and you can't buy one now.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
So I don't have a choice. So you can find something else right now because I can't sell mine because I don't have any stock.
It's mad. You're having to buy Raspberry Pis off eBay and stuff like that. It's crazy how expensive they've got. Would you ever let them put a chip in your brain or like connect your brain to the machines like neural net and these ideas that people are pushing? Because it sounds like we already have a chip on us, don't we, with a phone? Some people, I think Elon Musk said it. Yeah, and you've said that as well. Is that right? We're already chipped. We just got a phone, right?
Well, Elon Musk's idea is that we have a tool to fight the AI by having our own AI that we control. That's what Elon is trying to do. He wants to enhance our capability to fight the AI by having our own AI.
Companies can know so much about us because we've got a chip, not in an implant, but even though some people are doing that, but it's basically carried on us all the time.
Right. It's almost like society is pressing us to always use the phone. We can't even go to a restaurant without having to pop your phone and look at a QR code for the menu. There's this push in society that you are not normal if you don't use the phone. And I'm trying to break away from that.
Yeah, it's mad. I mean, you can't do some banking these days without a phone. Everything's tied to an SMS or an two-factor authentication on your phone. It's as if you can't live today without a phone.
And then the abuse of two-factor authentication, as I talked about frequently, that instead of just being 2FA, they actually use it for what they call cross-device tracking. So they don't even want your phone number. They just want to know what phone you have because they know they can track you from here because the location is tracked from here.
Are you positive about the future when you get into this privacy stuff and you pushing against this? Does it kind of make you depressed that, Skynet will be here one day?
It's very depressing. It's very depressing. I can't say I'm winning right now. I have to say that I'm losing. My goal was if I could convince even 1% of the population that this is important. How many subscribers do you need to have 1% of the population? That's pretty big.
There's a problem with people that it's if it's privacy versus convenience seems to win
because they don't think there's any consequence. And some of it is kind of interesting. I find some older people saying, "Well, I'm old already. That doesn't matter. So what if they know anything about me?" But they don't realize by giving in that they're actually pushing their own children and their grandchildren and everybody else into the same pattern because they don't fight. So unless everybody fights, we lose. And the only battle is actually not even that hard. I'm just saying, stop them from getting your identity. It's that simple. If you do that, data science fails. The data science, it doesn't have to be so sophisticated. You don't have to be a cybersecurity expert. I'm not telling you to be cybersecurity gurus here. If you can stop them from tracking the identity, that's enough.
Thank you for, making us aware of what's going on. And not just technical people, but also non-technical. And talking about, not just doing this for yourself, if you're an older person, but also thinking of your children and your grandchildren and pushing against. Any last words before we wrap this up?
This is not just about you. So you may not care, but your children your grandchildren, everyone after you will have to face this world. And you have to define this world now.
Rob, thanks so much.
Thank you.
I'm sleeping. Oh, there's me. Is that me? Yeah, that's Mijo. Ben is sleeping somewhere else. They're calm right now. Lo que pasó ya pasó. O sea, ya corrió.
If you shop on Amazon, you should use this tool. It's a browser extension that automatically
Iran's failure on the battlefield continues. The February war between Ukraine and Russia has finally become the war of the world, with both sides starting to receive assistance from other countries.
Still holding a piece.
Even according to the information provided by some news organs, these developments are three. It happened that it was a harbinger of a world war. With these developments, we knew that the United States and partner countries were standing by Ukraine and providing assistance both financially and in terms of arms assistance. Of course, in addition to the neutral states, the number of states supporting Russia is too large to be underestimated.